Good evening. Assalamualaikum. My name is Aramis Bin Nazizi, and I'm 24 years old. And I just did my diploma in business administration, and now I have my own shop located at LRT Surampai. It's basically a bakery, but some sort of we turns into a cafe now. Yeah.
Okay, so my first question is, why did you start this business?
Back to square one, the moment I finished my diploma, I got no clue, which I just do nothing at home. So happened that my dad came to me and asked me, why not you open up something instead of you do nothing, just spend your dad's money and whatnot. So I decided to okay, let's do this.
Alright, so how did you start up the business?
Okay. First of all, I have a cousin that really specializes in pastry, and so happened that he didn't do anything as well. So we come up with a plan that okay, you bake, you do all the pastries that you learned before with what experience that you learned before. And one of my passion and the dream that I had since my high school, that I wanted to open up a cafe. So the passion drives me to the point of view that we have like right now.
Saying that it is a bakery, surely you do sell coffee and other stuff. So what makes your cafe different from other cafes that are in Malaysia?
First of all, we didn't plan to sell coffee, but there's this one first customer who came to our shop and not introduced, but suggested us, why not you open up a coffee, sell coffee, since morning traffic and everyone eats coffee nowadays, right? And ever since that, I'm like, okay. So we laid things off a little bit, so getting the demands there, and we see the demands are there. So after that, we open up, we sell coffee after that. Yeah.
Alright, so what's the special beans that you guys use here?
Before this, we use from VCR. It's one of the top coffee shop. It's located in Bangsa Village. And after that, it seemed kind of expensive price for us to get along with the market here. And then we changed into Spectatura, which is located in PTI. And they roast their beans itself in here in Malaysia.
Since you studied business, what made you step out of your comfort zone to start a business? I'm pretty sure you had fears and thoughts about failing and stuff. What gave you the courage to go out of your comfort zone?
I think, to be honest, it's personal sharing that I'm going to share with you. Everyone has their ups and downs, but depending on how many downs you want to face in your life. Because you are going to fail anytime, right? It's about the ups that you wanted to take the first step for you to at least you are going through the ups stage, but you fail, at least you know the process of you are going to the point of stage to succeed. There must be something.
Yeah. So since you started this business with your cousin as partners, what are the privileges of you being your own boss, and how do you feel about in the future maybe being the boss of other people? Are you prepared?
So far, we had an argument before, and we had the pages that we are not in the same page as well. Everyone has that when they are doing a partnership thingy. But you got to remember that, always remember your partner, that why do we start this business? And it's not about finding money, it's about creating yourself, building yourself, the best invention and the best version of yourself by selling the product that you have with other people here.
What are your future plans for your cafe?
My future plan would be, at least we are targeting 6 to 8 outlets in an RT station, and after that we are going to open up a cafe, an actual cafe, so that people can mingle around there and can spend their time that longer.
What makes Slice different from other coffee shops that are in Malaysia?
first thing first, the price that we are giving is quite cheap because we are using a very high quality base, and everything here is home baked by my cousin. The second thing is the services that we are giving here, because I never think that I'm an owner. I'm an owner or a boss, but for me, it's how you run the business every day, and it's how you give. It's not the passion that drives you to the point of view, but the love that is going to drive the passion and where you want to be.
To wrap everything up, what are your advice towards fresh graduates or students who are trying to open up a business or a cafe or anything?
The advice that I would love to give is, for me, as I can see with all of my things that I've done in my life, at least you gotta start somewhere. No matter what, no matter how, no matter where. You want to sell burger, pergi jalan pun, you just do if you really love that. So you gotta make sure whatever things that you want to pursue in your life, you gotta love things that you want to pursue in your life. And just love people around you. Never judge. Stop judging people. Or else you're not going to go somewhere. And the way up is not an easy climb, guys. So you gotta start climbing. You gotta start climbing. Yeah.
Alright, that's alright.